Hello everyone, and welcome back to Amateur Hour Projects. Today, we're going to take a look at... Doesn't quite fit, does he? Huh. We're going to take a look at the LEGO Super Mario, The Mighty Bowser. So... this thing is pretty cool. It's fairly big. And with the Mario movie coming out soon, I thought, hey, seems like the perfect opportunity to get this one done. This one just came out recently at the time of this video. I think the last couple of months. It's got 2,807 pieces. So, Bowser's a big boy. Take a look at the back. So this thing is roughly 29 by 29 centimeters, or 11.5 inches by 11.5 inches. And apparently, you can also shoot flames. Pretty cool. So this is going to be a big project. It's going to take us a couple hours to get this one done. So, let's go ahead and open it up, separate out all the stuff, and we'll see where we're at. Oh, he's big! Okay, holy cow. So we got a lot of stuff here, 22 bags total. It's gonna take us a long time to get through all this. So I'm excited, hopefully you're excited. We'll go ahead and get to it and let the excitement begin. Alright, so this was incredibly fun, and a pretty big project here in terms of LEGO. Everyone knows who Bowser is. Of course, he's the main rival to Mario in the Mario franchise. And I think that LEGO represented him pretty well here. They did a really good job designing this. He turns out so awesome. It's a lot of fun building this. So, while I'm building here, I'll go ahead and read a few things from the LEGO book. The World of Bowser. Bowser, King of the Koopas, has been a royal menace ever since he first hit the Nintendo Entertainment System. But inside that spiky shell, just who is his monstrousness? And what do we know about him? Well, aside from his fiery personality and intimidating laugh, one thing's for certain: Bowser is always up to something, which is usually bad news for the Mushroom Kingdom. If only that mustachioed fellow would stop getting in his way. So first thing that we're building here is the platform that he's going to be standing on. I have to pound those pieces in place. I really like the design of this. It's very elegant and also intimidating. As we all know, Bowser is, of course, very elegant. So, Bowser through the ages. In 1985, Super Mario Bros., Bowser debuts in Super Mario Bros., but you don't actually meet him until World 8-4. The Bowsers you encounter along the way before are his minions in disguise. Super Mario Bros. 3, 1990. In Super Mario Bros. 3, Bowser unleashes the Koopalings on Mario. After Mario beats World 7, he gets a letter letting him know that the King of the Koopas has kidnapped the princess. Again. Super Mario World, 1991. In Super Mario World, Bowser expands his reign of terror from the Mushroom Kingdom to Dinosaur Land. He also gets his trademark Koopa Clown Car and ups his strategy by adapting to Mario's attacks in 3 different phases. (1996) Super Mario 64. Bowser gets a taste for stealing Power Stars in Super Mario 64, his 3D debut. In an incredible show of hubris, he also tells Mario exactly how to defeat him, a choice he would perhaps come to regret later. "You'll never be able to swing me around. A wimp like you won't throw me out of here. Never! Ha!" Now we get to start on Bowser himself. Now I will say that in the beginning here I wasn't really sure what I was building. All I knew is that these bags were going to build Bowser himself. But this turns out to be his chest, his innards. And I really like how intricate everything is. 2007, Super Mario Galaxy. Bowser's ambitions go galactic in Super Mario Galaxy. This time, he intends to actually create his very own galaxy, with Princess Peach at his side. Naturally, this seems like a bad idea to Mario and company. 2017, Super Mario Odyssey. Bowser attempts to make his way down the aisle in Super Mario Odyssey. He gets some new duds and some new moves, and again finds a brand new world to wreak havoc on. Alright, while we work on the next part here, let's take a look at some of Bowser's allies. Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. Bowser Jr. is Bowser's wayward son, who's always causing trouble. He's even got his very own clown car, just like his dear old dad. Family aside, the Koopalings are other trusted allies who are always ready to serve their king. Kamek. Kamek has been using his magic to help Bowser for ages, even back when he was baby Bowser. That's a long time. Kamek is a trusted ally, so even though he looks like a regular Magic Koopa, he is much more than just another minion. Land, air, or sea, Bowser's army of Goombas, Koopa Paratroopas, Bloopers, and more will stop at nothing to defeat Mario and bring Bowser's sinister plans to fruition. So that's it for the book. But here we are building the device that moves the head, so I guess his neck, and eventually how you're able to fire the fireballs out of Bowser's mouth. Now I didn't notice it while I was building, but I did notice much later on that the green portion there looks like a pipe. Thought that was pretty cool. Now it definitely wants us to build every single inner part of Bowser, which is why he turns out to be so big and so heavy. It seems like you could have just built a shell around, no pun intended, but they wanted to make sure that Bowser had some heft to him. And it turns out really well. So those are arm joints that I just built. It'll become a little bit more apparent later on. So next section here, I just want to talk a little bit about the world of Super Mario. I grew up with the game, Super Mario World specifically, but I also played the original a lot. And I remember having a lot of fun. It took me a long time as a kid to get through the worlds. But it's a good, fond memory that I have playing this game. Especially in Super Mario World, every time you defeated a castle, you got to destroy it in a new and funny way. That was always a good time. And of course, throughout the ages, I've played many of the iterations of the games. And Mario is always a good time. And it always seems a little bit comforting to play it. I'm curious to know what you guys think of Mario and the franchise, and some of your favorite memories playing any of the games. So one of the things about this particular LEGO build is the instructions didn't highlight where new pieces were. In several other projects, or Lego projects, the instructions will highlight where a new piece goes, and so it's easier to figure out where you need to put the next piece, which I like that. This one will point to a few, but doesn't actually highlight the new pieces. You just kind of have to figure out where the new piece is on the picture that they provide, which made it a little hard sometimes to try to figure out where a piece goes. And I'm a little confused on that because this is a newer model. I think that some of their older ones were really good in that regard. So hopefully they, going forward, fix that. But we built out the tail here. It was a little bit difficult getting it in that slot. Now, I'm excited to see the Mario movie. That is out now, at the time of this voiceover. I can't wait to see it. Because it looks like it'll be fun. While I'm building here, I do want to ask my audience here if you prefer this form of video more, where you quickly see me build projects, or would you prefer it slowed down more so that you can do some of these in real time with me. Now those will be longer form videos, whereas these are, I try to keep them down to about 30 minutes or so. But I'd be curious what your opinions are on that matter. If you prefer something that's a little bit more drawn out, or something that's done pretty quick. And of course, all feedback helps me grow the channel and make things that are fun for you guys to watch and entertaining. And maybe it's just specific ones you want to see longer form of. Like Lego can be sped up because there's trillions of pieces, and to be slower on the metal models or wooden models. Really like to hear your opinions. So these legs were fun to build. They were a little bit difficult to get them onto the ball joints because Bowser stands awkwardly. His legs don't sit there straight. They kind of are bowed to the side. It's pretty funny. This section here, we start to focus on the head of Bowser himself. As he was getting pretty big here, I had to adjust the angle so that we can see more of him. Again, it's hard to overstate how well they made the details for Bowser. And now we start on the back and filling out his shell. I really like how everything interlocks here at the end once we build it all. One row down, 2 to go. Final row here. Alright, it's time to start on the mighty Bowser's arms. Because how else is he going to grab things if he doesn't have hands? Well, I guess he could use his mighty jaws. That makes sense. like I said before, I really enjoyed this build. It took a while, say about 6 hours to build this whole thing, 6.5 hours. But it was a good time. A lot of fun. And I got to relive some of my memories playing Mario. And there we have it. The finished LEGO Super Mario The Mighty Bowser. This thing is very cool, I will say. I love all the articulation. Its hands, arms. You can make them happy, sad, goofy looking. Turn his head around. His feet, and his tail in the back. This thing looks very cool. And of course we have the podium that he stands on. That comes apart, reveals a POW block that you can use to help defeat him. Or Mario, at least. Of course, Bowser has the ability to fight back. Shooting a little fireball. And that's pretty cool. Goes right back into his mouth. And all in all, very awesome, very fun build. Oh no, I'm destroying things. He is pretty cool. I love the shell. This thing is heavy too. I don't believe I realized when I started building it that you'd be building the entire thing, even the inside. Thought it might have been just the shell. Huh, no pun intended. But just the shell of the figure. But nope. As you saw, it was every single little tiny part inside, which makes this really cool. Alright, well, I really enjoyed this. I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to go see the Mario movie coming out in a couple of days at the time of this recording. And I hope you guys also enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and like. Go ahead and comment down below on anything Mario franchise related. Anything you want to say. Any other suggestions for anything else you want to see. And subscribe if you want to see some more. And as always, I want to thank you very much for joining. Hope you guys have a great day.